Hi, I'm Dana, and this is the first body doubling video we're doing in my new house because I have to change the routine of the way that I do my laundry, and that's really difficult for me, even though it's significantly nicer now. So you're used to seeing me doing it on my bed and then putting everything away and like shoving it into my tiny wardrobe. And obviously, I no longer have a tiny wardrobe. Look, yeah, they're not perfect, but when I asked about getting them fixed, he was like, oh yeah, we can like take the mirrors out and modernise them with like a whole like, and I was like, no, don't modernise it. If I can't have these, I don't want you to change it, like it's all like vintage and cool. It makes me feel like, I feel like Alex Drake opening these up to my wardrobe. I fucking love it. You're not modernising them, you're not taking it. So what we can do now is explain what body doubling is for anybody who's new, is what we should be doing. So basically, I've got this pile of clothes on my chair here, and I'd quite like to be able to use my chair and like see the clothes that I have properly now that this is my wardrobe. So I'm putting my clothes away, and I chat some bollocks so that you can also do something you've been getting around to. And you're welcome to also just listen. I always feel mean telling people like, oh, you can do something. Like, you don't have to. It is just a video on the internet of a stranger chatting a load of shite. If that's something you want to hang around and listen to, you're more than welcome to. But it is also just a little chance for you to get stuff done in a low pressure environment, or someone else also gets the thing that they need to be doing done. And I'm about to change the angle because I will be sitting on the floor while I do this because my back's already starting to ache. I'm 28 years old and I'm falling apart. Yeah, I don't hate this. This is fine. Maybe I do hate it, but we're doing it now. So hopefully a lot of this is like towels and bedding, because otherwise I really don't have enough hangers, do I? I also will have to fold and put some stuff over there, because there is obviously this like last section of my wardrobe that is usable. The one over there is broken, and I think I am going to try to shove it up. I'm going to, oh Otis, I'm going to reorganise things eventually at some point, but it's not happening right now. I'm just putting stuff away. If it's at least like clean and tidy, I will feel better about eventually actually organising it, I think. I mean, I did clean it, it is clean. I just mean putting clothes away and having things be right again, you know? So, chatting bollocks, what do I have to say? Obviously I'm trying to like create a whole life here and like actually do things and meet people and have a community and things like that. So I have been trying my best to venture out of the house for things that will actually make me socialise. And like, don't get me wrong, I've been doing an awful lot of walking around on my own as well, and I fucking love it. I'm going to be doing that for the rest of my life. I love walking about on my own. Now that I'm in a place where I can walk around on my own and not really see other people and see loads of hills and trees and it's gorgeous. I didn't enjoy it before when I was living in Birkenhead. So I found a local like community creative arts thing that is for people with like mental health and autism and things like that. So I signed up for that and had my first little session with them doing a singing group where like I think they called them the group leader, where someone teaches you some words to a song and it's just like one little part and you do the like separate like in the round and like different harmonies and things like that. And I was shitting myself a bit going in, but I actually deeply enjoyed it. It's been quite a while since I've done anything like that. And I've often done it with people that like weren't really that into it. So like they were fine at it, but they weren't putting all their effort in, you know? And like, I get that you don't always have full effort. I'm not mad about it, but it did make it a bit less fun for me. So it was really nice being in a group where everyone was like really trying and everyone seemed really nice. And I didn't really speak, I mean, I introduced myself to a few people and people spoke to me and it was like a friendly, nice group. I don't know if I'm gonna like specifically like make friends with someone that was there, but it's a start to making friends, isn't it? It's a start of meeting people. It's a start of getting used to like socialising again and revalidating in my little brain that people can actually be really nice and really friendly and you can have a nice time. And I also think it's just really nice to be able to have like because you're singing together, it is like quite a human connection type of vibe. And it's nice to be able to have that with people who maybe like aren't that similar to you and who you maybe wouldn't usually be friends with. Like, I just think it's a pleasant human experience to have and I enjoyed it, and I'll be going, it's a weekly thing, and that does scare me a bit because it's been a very long time since I've had like something I go to and it happens regularly But like I said, I enjoyed it and I felt good about it and I like the people there, so that I don't have a reason to not go back currently. Like, I don't have, you know, like, it did make me a bit anxious showing up and going in, but I've definitely done things that have made me more anxious, and it's definitely the kind of thing that's worth being a little bit anxious about when you go in and it's all fine and everything's nice. I did, prior to contacting them, I'd already signed up to like a little local group set up by just a little local woman set up a group for like girls in the area to make friends, and it was hosting a friendship bracelet night, and that just happened to be on the same day, and that did shit me up a bit. Like doing my first little group and then coming home and then going out to do another thing was like extremely anxiety inducing for me, and I hung out outside for quite a while debating if I was going to go in or not. But it was this person's first event, and I felt like a moral duty to go in, because like, I've signed up for this. There's only so many places and I've put my name down and taken up a space that someone else could have had. And if I'm too anxious to go in, I am then going to be too anxious to message and be like, I'm not showing up. So that space isn't going to be filled by anyone. And that's just a bit shitty of me. And also, it was the person's first event. And I was like, I knew that people had signed up and that she had followers and that would probably be all fine. But I was like, what if no one else shows up? Like, what if no one shows up? You know, that would suck. That would be really horrible. So I have to show up. So I did. And again, it was the kind of one where I was absolutely shitting myself going in, and it was fine. Like, it's so often it is the going in that really freaks me out, and like figuring out, like, am I sitting down and taking my coat off? Am I getting a coffee first? Do they come over to the table? Do I go to them? Like, how's it all working? What is going on here? That's the bit that really, really freaks me out. Once I've got a coffee and I'm sat somewhere, I'm perfectly content to just sort of stare at table and not really say that much if it feels awkward or if I don't want to talk or whatever else. But the other girls that were there were really nice, and everyone like introduced themselves, and we had like just a little natter and we drank coffee and we made little friendship bracelets, and everyone was just really nice. And it was especially like validating and good for me, I think, because I've been like to events like that before, and it made me really sad in the past, because I would go and I would be trying really hard to like speak to people and to make conversation and to just try and like make friends, because that is the point of it. That is why you've signed up for it. And people would just be really like unresponsive. Like, it was always so awkward and so uncomfortable, and I would feel like I was talking too much, so I'd stop talking, but then like no one else would say anything, and you'd all just be sat there doing this little craft in complete silence when you're supposed to be trying to make friends. And it just absolutely baffled me. And like, if I'm coming to a place to make friends, I'm going to speak to people and try to make friends, and I might be fucking awkward about it, I might not feel great about it, but at least I tried, you know? So I was really scared it would be that type of event again, and I'm so bloody relieved that it wasn't. And it's another one where like, I don't know if I'm going to end up like seeing any of them again or making friends with any of them, but they were people I found genuinely interesting, genuinely enjoyed talking to. Like, I would like to see them again and make friends with, like, I'm not the most like fucking like social go-getter, let's face it. I spoke to like the 4 people that were around me, but I liked the 4 people that were around me. I enjoyed talking to them. I would enjoy talking to them again. Like, it was a nice night, and it's been a long time since I've just had little groups and met people and socialised and done things like that and had it be nice and feel good about it afterwards and feel like I've like done something good for myself and not just put myself into like yet another slightly traumatizing situation where it makes me feel like I never want to speak to any person ever again. You know, like, they're the experiences that I've had quite extensively, and they're quite massively unpleasant. So it's really nice to have experiences that are the opposite and are really like making me feel good and making me feel like I am capable of speaking to people and socialising, and like, specifically making friends is hard, and I'm not expecting it to happen from 1 2-hour session with people, you know? But it was a nice little start, and I just feel a lot better than I did about my abilities to like connect with people and talk to people and have a nice time in a social setting and not feel like I am like the weirdest, freakiest little like autistic weirdo in the whole entire world. And it also is exceptionally, I don't know why I went for exceptionally, but it's a lot easier when a lot of the conversations I've had with people have eventually resulted in them like disclosing a diagnosis or a self-diagnosis, or like disclosing that there is some sort of neurodivergency, and I'm like, oh, we are getting on well, are we not? And I don't like the idea of like oh, you should only make friends with other neurodivergents, because I don't want to shut people off. And also some of the experiences that I've had being friends with other, don't go in the plastic bag, don't it? Some of the experiences I've had making friends with other neurodivergent people have been fucking horrible. Like they've been really like not nice people, and I hate the assumption of like, oh well, if someone's autistic they're going to be nice, because that is really not fucking true. But I also do find it a lot easier to communicate with other neurodivergent people a lot of the time. Once I know they're neurodivergent, I especially find it a lot easier to unmask and just be myself, and I would hope that that in turn encourages other people to be able to unmask and be themselves, even if it does make me seem a little bit odd or whatever else. I need to fold the t-shirts and pyjamas. I need to pair up all my socks as well. I think I will have enough hangers though, so we have that as an upside here. So yeah, I'm never going to be a social butterfly. I'm not exactly making waves in like Huddersfield social scenes, but I am doing enough that I feel fulfilled socially, quite frankly. I don't need an awful lot of social interaction to be like, I've done a social, I'm good for the next 2 weeks. And I also I don't think it'll be that difficult to make friends, you know? Like, it's not going to happen all at once and like have people suddenly be really close with me, but I do feel like I'm going to be able to do it, and it'll be like not an unpleasant experience as it often has been, you know? Like, a lot of making friends for me has been like just really uncomfortable and really like putting a lot of effort in while the other person doesn't, and then questioning why I feel so fucking rotten about it all and like they don't really like me that much, and it's just sort of a whole fucking thing. And I'm not saying that I won't have that, but so far it just feels a lot more promising, and I feel a lot more like positive about it. And yeah, I just overall am doing quite well, I reckon, and I'm quite enjoying myself while I do it. I put a plan into place and it is happening. And sometimes they take a bit of time, but I just feel good about it all, you know? I'm going to go to my little weekly club. I'm going to continue finding like little social bits to go to and little events that I want to go to. And I think that friendships and community and the like will just happen quite organically, is my hope. But having said that, I'm first going to ask around a little bit because I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I don't believe there is currently any sort of like autism group in my area. And as I said, a lot of the people that I've been meeting are autistic or neurodivergent in some way. So I am considering starting some sort of group on my own once I've asked around a bit. And I don't want it to be like a group of my own. I would want it to be like a community thing, because I cannot guarantee that I'm going to show up every week and things like that. Like, I would need other people that are willing to take some level of responsibility within it. And I would like it to be like a general community thing. But I feel like there's a lot of people, especially people that are like quite recently diagnosed and don't really necessarily like know what they're doing or have people to talk to about it or people that understand. I think it would be like from just like the handful of people that I've spoken to, I feel like a lot of them would like to talk more about like their experience and what they're going through, what they're dealing with and things that they're realising and stuff like that. And I would like to have a space to be able to do that for myself. I like being able to listen to other people do it. I find it very validating to hear that other people are going through the same things as me, where I haven't had to be the one to say it. I think it would be a really nice way to be able to form like a neurodivergent like community space where like we could help each other out with various things, and it wouldn't have to just be like a sit down, let's talk about autism. It could also be like a genuine community thing where like if someone's quite good at making phone calls and someone else isn't, there can be someone to help them out with that. We can organise like maybe like I do much better going shopping with someone, so like being able to meet up with someone to do a food shop would be really helpful. I'm quite good at filling out paperwork for other people. Shit, doing it for myself, but for other people I'm quite good at it, so that's something I could offer out. Like I feel like I am actually meeting people that are quite similar to me, and I'm like, what can we do to make it a little bit easier and a little bit nicer and to be able to like get to know each other and meet each other and things like that, you know? But I also have just moved here. I don't know anyone. I don't know, like I have tried Googling it and looking on Facebook and stuff, and I haven't really found any active groups that are currently a thing here. But I also it'd take quite a lot of thought and a lot of brain effort and a lot of work and a lot of talking to people and a lot of things that I'm quite scared of. So I don't really know. but it is definitely something that is in the back of my mind and that I'm thinking about, and that is like some level of a goal. And I think that's also where going to the little friendship bracelet making thing was a really positive thing, because like she set that up on her own because she was like, I think the community would like this, does anyone want to do it? And a lot of people have, and it's really nice to see that that happens here, because like part of my fear that no one was going to show up for it was that I've been to the events in Liverpool where I'm the only person that's showing up, and the person is quite clearly like rather upset but can't show it because at least someone's showing up. And like I don't know if that's better or worse, to be fair. Maybe it would have been better if no one had shown up rather than just one person, but you know, like of course it's me. I've got one hanger left. I don't think I've got anything else left to hang up here. It's like pyjamas and underlayers that I fold and put in the shelves that you haven't seen. But I have shelves in here. If I can figure out something with that last one, it will actually be perfect, and I will just deal with the fact that they're kind of difficult to open and close because they're old. I'm not going to judge it, you know, like we're all a little bit difficult to open up sometimes, like it happens. Oh, I love this house so much though. I don't ever want to move. I adore the house, I adore the area. I am starting to actually like go a little bit further afield now, and it still scares the shit out of me. To be completely honest, I do feel like I have some level of agoraphobia, because like just leaving my house is horrid, and I get used to certain places. Like going into town's quite easy for me now, but like going to Hebden Bridge was fucking horrifying and terrifying. Every second on the bus I was like, God, I can't believe I'm this far away from home. And it's something that I deal with because I want to go to places and see things, but it is a fuck off massive fucking struggle for me. And it does to a level, like, it doesn't necessarily decrease how much I enjoy my trips, but it is a part of my trips is that I'm anxious about not being at home, you know? So that's not super fun and nice, but I'm doing my best. But it does mean like I really want to go to Haworth. We've mentioned this a couple of times now, and I'm just quite scared of doing it because it's like, it's not that far away. Like I can definitely get there via public transport and only have to like do a day trip, but it's the furthest that I will have been on my own so far while living here, and that frightens me a bit. And I also like, there are various other places that are closer that I want to go to, like Sowerby Bridge, Sowerby. I want to go there, but the places I've been to on my own so far are places that I'd already been to with my friend while they were here over Christmas. So they already feel some level of familiar, like I know my way around to a point. And going to an actual brand new place entirely on my own for the first time feels very scary and terrifying and horrible. And I know that I can do it because like I had my friend that was just sort of like dropping me off at a hotel in Halifax, and I'd wake up the next morning and go and do my own little thing and see Shipton Hall and bop around Halifax. So like I know I can do it really, and I've done it before, but it's very, very scary. So I think I'm gonna do Halifax next again because I just really like Halifax, okay? And then I will try to like go a bit further afield and do probably Sowerby Bridge first before I go to Haworth. But I don't, that's a vague plan that I've just made because I've been intending to go to Halifax for a good little like while. I'd been intending that before I even went to Hebden Bridge, to be fair, but then the weather kept being really shit, and on the day it was really nice was when I was like, I want to rewatch Riot Women, so I have to go to Hebden Bridge and look around so that I'm able to go to rewatch it, because that's my little rule that I've set myself. I fear I might have run out of things to say. I'm not sure what else I have. Like, I'm rather getting back into a lot of creative projects. I feel very creative again in general. I've had a lot of creative ideas. I want to get back to Puppet Tusk. It keeps like staring at me. I'm pre-filming many a video so that I can hopefully like spend a few good days on it. Like a lot, the videos you're gonna see this coming week, I've already filmed and edited. I'm posting this one first, but I've already filmed and edited them. Like I'm on a fucking roll, man. I'm doing it. So hopefully that happens. I think my current plan is that I would like to have it out before my birthday. I would like to have it like fully filmed, edited, finished and ready for release by my birthday. Maybe on my birthday, maybe it comes out on 28th of March and I like pop open my bottle of Bolly for it. I was meant to drink that bottle of Bollinger when my house was like confirmed and I was definitely moving to Yorkshire. And then it never felt like I got a day that it was actually confirmed. It just kept getting moved around and I was being promised various days, and then all of a sudden it happened and I was like, oh shit, I'm in Yorkshire. So I never drank my fucking bottle of Bollinger. I've just had it sat for like a year, and like it's fine, right? It's just aging. I'm pretty sure you meant to like leave it in the barrel for it to actually age and not in the bottle, but you know, I'm trying to make myself feel better. Like, it's the thing of like procrastinating stuff, even when it's stuff you actively want to do, and it's like, I want to drink my fancy champagne and feel like I'm Alex Drake, but it needs to happen at the absolute perfect moment. And I've gotten better with that overall, because I quite often am the person that gets like tea and coffee and bubble baths and like various like slightly nicer versions of the things I already use. And then I just never fucking use them because it's the nice one and it needs to happen at the perfect time. I've gotten quite good at being like, enjoy your fucking tea, enjoy the nice chocolate, enjoy this and that, because it's going to go off and then you're going to be really sad that you didn't get to use it and now it's not usable. That's happened too many fucking times. So just enjoy the thing that you have. I'm still guilty of it sometimes. I still have the bath bomb that I got on Christmas Eve in Halifax at the Peace Hall from the like Alchemist of York place. I still have that bath bomb and I've not used it, and I should. But it's also nice to like save things and have something to use when it's like the day that you want to treat yourself, you know? Like, it's just fun, isn't it? I enjoy it. So I will get around to using it and it will be reasonably soon. Ugh, I'm so tired of folding things. I'm so nearly done though. Okay, I'm gonna, as always, bugger off and sort my underwear out on my own. I don't feel like you need to bear witness to that and pair my socks up. But that's, yeah. I mean, I could just show you it getting put away now, couldn't I? I'm not like shoving it all in. I don't want to. This is where the videos end. Like, I've already changed a lot of routine here by sitting on my floor to do this instead of my bed. So I don't want to change the routine more. If you like this video, or that's why we're ending here. I've talked for a good little chunk now. So if you like this type of content, I do body doubling videos. I talk about being autistic. I talk about having an abusive family. It's real fun and games. It's super nice. But that's the content I make if you wanted to like and subscribe. I don't know why I'm saying that. I know that it's the same like 300 people that watch these videos and the same like 20 people that comment, and I love you for it. I don't feel like I really need to promote myself because you're already here. You're already well on it. So yeah, whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year. And I will see you again in a couple of days, because I've already pre-filmed those videos and edited them and they're already there for you to, like, not for you to watch, but for you to, yeah. Bye.